I would want to scream it to the mountaintops too. Like, yeah, I had that. Of course I had that.
Get your money, sis, fuck a hater. Get your money, sis, get your weight up. Make your money move, I ain't mad at you. Yeah, it's all about the cream and getting money. Get your money, sis, fuck a hater.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to 2 Cent Tuesdays with Jenny, where you will be getting my unsolicited, unapologetic opinion about what's going on in the world today. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you are notified every single Tuesday that I post a new video. And don't forget to go ahead and give this video a big old thumbs up. Without further ado, let's get right into today's topic. So, speaking of topics, I'm going to be talking about none other than Miss Hot Topics herself, Miss How You Doing, Wendy Williams. So, if you guys did not know, this last weekend, Saturday, was the premiere of Wendy Williams' biopic on Lifetime Network. Following behind that biopic was a documentary of her telling her story, how she grew up, what she's been through, and let me just say she has spilled all the tea of her life in both the biopic and the documentary. Now, obviously when you are putting out a movie, you're putting out a TV show, a book, whatever you're putting out, you are going to be doing lots and lots of press. So recently, Wendy Williams was on live with DJ Sus One, where she exposed Method Man as someone that she had a one-night stand with. She gave details of her inviting him back to her house, them going there. She says she bathed him in her jacuzzi and they smoked and they got it popping.
The blunt with with Method Man, while I gave him a bath, and it was a one-night stand.
Method Man's wife, Tamika Smith, clapped back with the most sophisticated read that I've ever read. Like, she had a whole lot to say, and I'm gonna let you guys take a look at a little bit of it. She said things like, Wendy Williams has an unhealthy fixation with my husband and our marriage. She also said, how sad that a woman who has once reveled in the entertainment industry has reduced herself into tabloid, side note, and circus freak. It's safe to say that Method Man's wife was not happy about what Wendy Williams had to say. She also said that Wendy has exposed her health conditions back in the day, and she feels like Wendy is obsessed with her and her husband, and she decided to read her for filth. Now let's go ahead and get into this tea, and I'm gonna give you my 2 cents. Okay, I don't know the time frame that Wendy is referring to that this one night stand took place. From what it sounds like to me, it was before Tamika. But nonetheless, why bring it up now? Okay, now I'm looking at some people's comments. A lot of people are saying that as well. Like, why bring this up now? He's a married man. And some people are saying, girl, it was before you. Like, how are you mad at her for sleeping with your guy? And even if it was during, be mad at him, not her, right? Anyway, so my thoughts on it. First of all, y'all know Method Man is zaddy all day. Ooh, that man. If I ever had the chance, I would want to scream it to the mountaintops too. Like, yeah, I had that. Of course I had that. But was it in poor taste? Absolutely. To speak on a man who is married that you did X, Y, and Z with him, it's kind of disrespectful. It's not kinda, it is disrespectful. He's a married man. There's no need to speak on your past. But guys love to do things like this as well all the time. So my question is to you, and please feel free to comment down in the comments. Is it that it's because it's Wendy Williams that it's a problem? Is it because she's a female? Or was it just plain disrespectful? Because I feel like if it was someone else other than Wendy Williams, who is very well known to be messy, a lot of people critiques and criticizes her, how she looks. I feel like a lot of people are just, I guess, shocked that he would. But Wendy Williams was a beautiful woman in her prime. You know, she's had a lot of surgeries and she's an older woman now. She's still pretty, but I feel like she probably was a baddie back then. Why not? Like, she was hot, she was well known, he was on the up and coming. Things happen. Did she need to speak of it at this point in time, knowing that he's a married man? No, she did not. But to me, I feel like Method Man's wife, you don't need to step down off your throne, mama. There's no need for you to address Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams have been doing this shit for years. Like, let's be real here. You say you were once respected in the industry. She was respected because of what she does. She's always been about the tabloids. She's always been spilling the tea. She's always been messy. She's always been spilling people's drama. And now she's at a point in her life where now she has to spill her own tea and her own drama with her messy marriage and things that she's gone through. So why is this surprising that she shared this information? It's not a big deal. But I do feel like it should not have been spoken of. You know, that was in the past. But maybe she wanted her little bragging rights for a second. I don't know. She's in her bag right now. She's single. She's not thinking, you know, she's not really thinking straight. You know, she's living her best life out. And it's like, hey, yeah, I smashed that. Like guys do. They want to brag about their resume. And she had a moment where she wanted to brag about her resume. But she should not have brought it up at this point in time. Just like there was a time when Mike Epps was on her show. And she shared with Mike Epps that she has always had a thing for him. I have a crush on you, da-da-da-da. Always have, still do. Now, when I saw that, I felt like it was inappropriate because, again, he is a married man. You know, I would feel some type of way if, you know, my husband's peers is telling him they have a crush. You know, this is not like a fan telling them, you know, someone who don't have really access, but, you know, someone who has access to your man and they telling your man that, yeah, I like you, always have, always will. You know, that would make you feel some type of way as a wife. So it was inappropriate, but it's messy. It's messy. It is. Wendy is messy. It's Wendy. This is what she does. And honestly, after watching her biopic, like, I have a whole lot of respect for her. I have a better understanding of her. If you have not watched it, I actually will suggest that you go and watch it. Now, I know I was like, Lifetime, it's gonna be bad, but it was actually good. There was moments of, you know, you wanted to cry. There was moments you wanted to laugh. It was a good movie. And if Wendy is one thing, she's messy, she is loud, she's in your face, but one thing I feel like she is not is a liar. I don't think she has anything to gain from telling that story about her and Method Man. So to lie about it, you know, I can't see why she would. But I can understand Method Man's wife's frustration of, you know, Wendy Williams using her platform to tell a sexual story a sexual story about her husband. You know, nobody wants to hear about their husband's past. Nobody wants to hear about things like that. So I can understand her being, you know, her feathers being a little ruffled. But I don't think she needed to respond. This is Wendy. By you responding is going to make the tabloids keep feeding off of this story. And now everybody's going to be like, well, let it go. We wouldn't be thinking about it in a few days if you would have just kept quiet. Or addressed your husband if this was something that took place during your marriage. Address him. Because if that happened, I'm sure Wendy was not the only one. Just saying. But, do I feel like Wendy Williams was wrong? Yeah. Is Method Man's wife in the wrong for addressing Wendy? No. You know, she's angry, she's frustrated, she's probably a little embarrassed. Did she need to? She didn't. I feel like she really didn't need to respond to it. And only thing is, I don't agree with certain things like calling Wendy Williams ugly and all that type of stuff. Like, you didn't have to. You can't sit there and ridicule Wendy for not uplifting women and then you go and tear her down. You understand? Like, it's kind of like, but it was a read, honey. It was a read. But she could have left out all the calling her circus freak and saying she's ugly. Like, all of that you could have left all of that out and still got your point across. Some things are just, everything doesn't need to be spoken about. If you did it, you did it. There's no need to speak on it. Just keep it to yourself. Like, nothing is sacred anymore. Just like when Kenya Moore from Atlanta Housewives went on and said, I think it was Ellen, I'm not sure what show she was on, but she exposed that she had been on a date with Kanye West and how she was in his house and he was being weird. And it's just like stop speaking on things. Like, I feel like some people use things for clout. And it was like, if you already have a platform, you don't need to talk about certain things, especially when people are married. Like, you have to respect people's marriage and just don't bring up certain things. With that being said, you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias. Everything will be in the description down below. Thanks for watching. Jenny is